What specifically was he suggesting that the U.S. military should do to these protesters?
He says, can't you just shoot them? Just shoot them in the legs or something. And he's suggesting that that's what we should do, that we should bring in the troops and shoot the protesters.
During his first term, Trump showed us who he was. And just 4 months and 20 days into his administration, he's doing it again, only this time it's 10 times worse. On Friday, I stormed into LA, raiding warehouses, dragging immigrants out of their workplaces, and arresting dozens without warning. There were no warrants. There's no transparency, only intimidation and fear. That night, LA took to the streets to protest. They were peaceful, determined, and unified. But Trump doesn't de-escalate. In fact, he retaliates. Even though those protests were peaceful, they employed tear gas, flash bombs, rubber bullets. This wasn't crowd control. This was a crackdown.
You can't call an ambulance?
That's you guys created? This is what happened.
There's an
emergency response.
You shot her in the head, and they want to leave her here.
Hey, be a good citizen and take the
Yo, you should. Don't you supposed to be here to protect and serve?
Because Trump doesn't serve the country. He uses it. And while families were left in the dark,
Fourth grader from Torrance behind bars tonight being held by ICE after going to an immigration hearing with his father.
And lawyers were locked out. Immigrants were detained with no access to food or medications or water. Some of you are going to say, but they're criminals. And maybe some of them did come into this country illegally. But they are serving in this country, they're working in this country, and they are living in this country legally. Because you see, ICE worked in tandem with local enforcement before to try to root out the true criminals. But no. That is not what Trump wants you to believe. Now he's ordered 2,000 National Guard into Los Angeles County against the wishes of the governor and the mayor and all local officials.
Come on, no one can negotiate with him. I mean, no one can. I've gone out of great lengths to try to work with this guy. You can't work with him. You can only work for him, and I'll never work for him. And it's shameful, those that are, and that are complicit in this.
Whether you like him or not, you cannot support these intimidating attacks. Trump isn't trying to keep anyone safe. He's proving he can target immigrants, override local leaders.
Community in the midst of chaos during the protests. This is new video showing restaurant workers helping sheriff's deputies in Compton. You can see some of the deputies sitting in the booths as workers help to flush their eyes, likely after getting hit with tear gas.
And sent in the troops, just like he wanted to years ago. That's not a big man. That's not a leader. That is a bully. This is Behind the Curtain, IMO. Thank you for being here.